There's okay, everybody. Today's an exciting day. I'm here with Dr. Quirk. Michelle, tell us about yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Michelle Quirk. I am a pediatrician and a run coach and founder of Mindful Marathon, where I help make running easy and fun for busy professionals.
I love that. I love that. I needed you this morning. Okay, and I'm Dr. Mary Rensel. I'm a neuroimmunologist and a coach for coaches because I love to remind coaches and clients, of course, about the power of the mind in mindset. So, as a neurologist, I love brains, and I would read about and talk about brains all day long if I could. So here I am. So we're going to talk about the mindset, the mind in mindset, and I broke it down as a little mnemonic. So we're going to start with the M in mind of mindset. So the M stands for memory. Chemically, what happens is something we call long-term potentiation. So that means the nerves and the chemicals, they make new processes and work faster every time we have a new activity. So when someone starts running, there's probably tons of long-term potentiation going on. So, Dr. Quirk, I've never had a run coach. I've run for some years. How does it go? What happens? How do you start? What's the process?
Okay, so we start at the beginning with a lot of questions. So I like to take my athletes through a questionnaire, and a lot of it is establishing some objective data about where somebody is with their current fitness. But that also has to do with where they are in their current mindset as well. So some of the important mindset questions are finding someone's motivation. Why do you want to run? Why did you set the goal that you have set out to do? Really what's getting at what's behind it. And at first people may not give that a lot of thought, but over time as we get into the training plan, we always return back to a lot of those mindset questions. So a lot of it is finding out, where someone is, point A, and where they want to go, point B, but how do we get them there both with physical training and with mental training?
I love that. I read a cool study one time where they did a study about folks who were going through an interview process, and
Mm-hmm.
the folks they divided them. They didn't really tell them what they were doing, but the ones that had some training to during their interview talk about their values and talk about the job, any job, and sometimes it was like first level jobs, how it related to that person's value. They 100% got the job more often if they went in the interview value based, so it's interesting, they must just present themselves and be more interested. I love that, when you're value based, so that's like, what is important to you and why are you doing it? Yeah.
Yeah,
As humans, that's important to us. That drives us, whether we know it or not, most likely. Right.
for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's neat. That's neat. Now tell me, so long-term potentiation is a chemical change in the nerves. That means it's easier every time we do it. Tell
Mhm.
me a success story about somebody who's like, I don't think personally I could run a marathon. I just don't think I can. But
Mhm.
that's my mindset at this day. So tell
Right,
me a
right.
story about somebody that just made gains,
Yeah.
like, they couldn't believe it.
I think establishing consistency goes a long way. So a
Mhm.
lot of people who start out thinking I won't be able to run a 5K, and then once they get consistent with it and achieve that goal, it just does amazing things for confidence. And then you start to see people think a lot broader, like, well, if I can do this, maybe I can do that. And so I recently have one woman. She's a doctor as well. She started running during the pandemic and ran her first 5K in the fall. And now she's working on the 10K. And a couple of weeks ago, she said, do you think it's crazy? Do you think I should sign up for this half marathon in the fall?
Love
And
it.
so, yeah, it's just, I love seeing how people build on it when they start
Yeah,
to reach the goals and get the confidence to
great.
keep going. It's
Yeah,
really, really amazing. But
that is really cool.
yeah.
I love that. Thanks for sharing.
Oh,
Okay, we're
yeah.
gonna stop here because we're gonna break this down a little bit and talk just about little pieces of the amazing brain at once
Perfect.
so we don't
Love
overwhelm
it.
you because the brain is amazing and has many cool qualities. So this one, obviously you can tell from that story of that runner, that they kept building because their brain was making those new pathways and it was easier, and then they noticed, and once you see what your brain is able to do, it's really, and your body, of course, it's really amazing. So thank you for sharing.
Oh,
How can
yeah.
people reach you?
I
What's the
think the
best way?
easiest way is probably on my website. Everything is
Okay.
there. It's
Okay.
mindful-marathon.com.
Love that website too.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. We'll see you
Thank
later.
you. All right.
Bye.
Bye.